So we are talking tonight about 3 reasons why you haven't gotten started yet. Some of these you might agree with. There we go. We are going to be talking about building an online business tonight and the 3 reasons why most people don't even usually get started. So first, I have some things I want to share with you guys. The 3 reasons why you're not getting started is going to be at the end because I have some interesting facts that I'd like to share with you guys about online business, which I thought was pretty interesting. I found these interesting facts. Now, I'm not a big, huge fan of statistics because I know they can be manipulated, and depending on the size of the people that were asked and all that stuff, like the results aren't always necessarily indicative of the whole world in general. But I did find this pretty interesting. So thinking about online business today and why people get started, why people don't get started, we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you haven't gotten started yet. And one of them might be that you just haven't decided which product you want to purchase to learn how to do this or which coach you want to work with. So you might be still teasing all that stuff out, which is perfectly fine. Take your time, have some conversations, get a feel for the person, make sure that they're a good fit for you. So there was a poll done. I don't know when, I don't know by who. I just found this information online. It said of everyone that was polled about starting an online business, 29% said they didn't get started because they didn't have access to business tools. 29%. They weren't sure how to work the tools. So 9% people said they didn't have access to business tools. 26% said they weren't sure how to work with the tools technology needed to run a business. 25% said they didn't have enough time for a new venture. And 23% said they didn't have support from friends, family, or peers. Now, if you're watching me, then you have probably already started, maybe even already purchased your first course. I'm not really sure. It might just be window shopping again. But for me, it didn't stop me from starting, but it definitely delayed my start was the technology piece. So the first program that I jumped into, there was a lot of technology that was recommended. And I, being someone who wasn't really ever online and didn't really know what the heck all this meant, the technology piece definitely delayed me from starting. Didn't prevent me from starting, but it definitely delayed me from starting because I had to look up a lot of things because I didn't really know what they were talking about. So that's pretty interesting. That's not what we're talking about tonight, though. Again, the 3 reasons why you haven't started is going to be at the end. Some cool stuff to share. So starting a business, online business or brick and mortar, is truly an insane amount of work. The hours that you have to put in to understand what it is that you have to do, then start implementing, and then going back to look at your process, to figure out your process, what's working, what isn't working. It is an insane amount of work. However, being patient and showing up every single day and being consistent is the number one thing that you need to do if you're serious about starting an online business. You want to make some quick money, then that's very different. You're being a salesperson, and that's probably not a sustainable business. However, if you really want to stay in the affiliate marketing umbrella of an online business, then you are going to always be in that selling mode, right? Which is fine. It's sustainable. There's many people who do it, and there's many people who do it successfully. So some other reasons why people are not starting an online business is when you fail, it's public. It's public and it's personal because everybody sees all your content that you're creating. They see the short form videos you're creating. They see the written content that you're creating. And if you're creating a digital footprint, you can go back and delete some of it, but you're not going to delete all of it because once it's out on the social media pages, it's out there forever. That fear of being in the public eye holds a lot of people back from getting started on creating an online business. The top reasons why you should start your own business is each day at the office will be motivating. You know why? Because each day at the office will be the office by your design, by your choice. You want your office to be by your favorite lake this week? Then you go with your phone, with your laptop, hotspot, whatever, and you work by the lake. You want your office to be out in your front yard, by your pool, whatever. In the summer, I usually work outside by the pool when no one's home. That's a huge benefit to starting your online business. Also, too, starting your online business is you'll be following your passions. What is it that you're passionate about? They're the marketers that are in the same arena, so to speak, that I'm in. Many of them are doing very different things. They're building an online business, but what they're building it for is very different. And it's really awesome to see this business model be applicable to a lot of people. It's going to help me build a new business that I've just recently got licensed for, which is super exciting. You can achieve financial independence. Now, I'm not saying that's easy. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take hard, consistent work. However, you build your own online business, you start creating your own financial wealth. You can build a legacy to leave to your kids. Let's face it, we are entering and have entered and we're enmeshed in the online world. Everything is online now. So if you start now, say your child is 1, if you start building an online business now, you could have an online business that has multiple streams of income. So by the time your child is, I don't know, young teenager, whatever, they can be your employee. And then you can teach them and you can pass this on to them. And then it'll just be even better in 15, 16, 17, 20 years from now. The technology, the availability, the things that we'll be able to do in that time are going to be even so much greater than they are now. So there have been a lot of people that have been building businesses online for a long time. I'm only 2 months shy of 2 years in. The biggest reason, in my opinion, for starting an online business is so that you can control your lifestyle and your schedule. Let me say that again. In my opinion, the biggest reason why you should start an online business is so you can control your lifestyle and you can control your schedule. How awesome would it be to be able to take off? One of my coaches is off in Italy for a month. He's not directly my coach. He's indirectly my coach. He's often my coach's coach. Put it that way. My coach's coach, Jacob, is in Italy for a month. He's working from there, I assume. But how awesome would that be to control your lifestyle and your schedule? So some of the disadvantages of owning your own business is you take all the financial risk. However, when you're doing high ticket affiliate marketing, your financial risk is very low because getting started is very low. Another disadvantage is in the beginning, the time commitment. As you get started, if you're working a full-time job, say you have a full-time job and you have other commitments, the time commitment of starting can seem like a lot. And that's why it's important to really get your process and everything dialed in so that you're maximizing your time, your precious time. Because I don't know anyone who started an online business to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Most people, their goal is to work as little as possible, so they want to maximize their work time. Some of the benefits of using affiliate marketers. So some of the benefits to companies that contract with us affiliate marketers and we earn commissions for promoting their products. The benefits to companies is low cost. They don't have to pay any employee benefits. We're not employees. We're contracted affiliates. So they don't have to pay for advertising because their affiliates pay for that. They don't have to purchase space. They don't have to purchase equipment. They don't have to pay for unemployment. They don't need to pay benefits. Like they don't need to pay any of that high cost stuff to have an employees. Companies don't need to pay any of that. And affiliate marketers make up, I think I saw a statistic, affiliate marketers make up something like 40% of most companies' advertising. That's huge. Lots of hours at work, burnt out on a day. So the companies that contract with affiliate marketers, they have low ongoing costs. They have very low risk because we're contracted, so they can terminate that contract at any point in time if they want to with no liability to them. They don't have to worry about HR and firing because we're not employees. They get very targeted traffic from the affiliate marketers because affiliate marketers are promoting one to several products at one time that are very specific, and they get a high return of investment. So when you're looking to start an online business, the number one most important thing that you must do in order to be successful is create solid content. If you expect to make extra income from affiliate marketing, you're going to need to create quality content. Content is in every piece of communication you use. You'll need to know calls to action. You'll need to be informational. And you'll need to write in a way that explains very targetedly what the message is that you want people to really understand that you're conveying. So copywriting. So getting better and improving every day on your copywriting. The second most important thing in affiliate marketing is be dedicated. One of the most important affiliate marketing secrets is that more quality content makes you appear as an expert on the topic. Once your audience notices the value you bring by addressing their questions, audience, chances are they might come back for more information. So think about all those short form videos that you're making. When you're building a personal brand, you want part of your video content to be about you personally. You want people to get to know who you are. Now that is specifically what you want them to know. It doesn't need to be airing out your dirty laundry if that's not what you're comfortable with. But being who you are, owning where you come from, and owning what you've done and what you haven't done is all part of who you are. So really get clear about what it is that you're willing to share with the public, because the better people can get to know who you are as a person, the more relatable you're going to be. They're going to want to read your posts. They're going to want to watch your videos. They're going to want to ask you questions because your content, your hairstyle, your eye color, your glasses, your clothes, like your tone of voice, like the wording, like all of that stuff, when you present yourself in an authentic way, that comes across to people. And when you present yourself as a fake person, that comes across to people. So those are just some statistics which I found were really interesting, especially the 26% of people, why they haven't gotten started was because of fear of tools and technology, or they weren't sure how to use them, which I thought was pretty interesting. However, none of that is the three main reasons why most people have not gotten started in the online business industry. So it's not financial, it's not time. However, time does propose its limitations, but it doesn't mean that you can't get started. The three main reasons I see in all the conversations I've had and all this time that I've been working with people to build their own businesses and sustain their own businesses, the number one reason is fear of success, because they feel unworthy of that success. Because somewhere along the way, now this is where mindset ties in, because I'm a mindset business coach. Somewhere along the way, you were told that you were not worthy enough to succeed. Somewhere along the way, coach, parents, grandparents, neighbors, whoever. Somewhere along the way, maybe it's a series of things that you've tried to do and you haven't been successful at them, or as successful as you anticipated. However, I would challenge you if you really put in 110%, because most people want to say that they're doing it. Most people want to make others believe that they're doing it, but they're not being honest with themselves, because sharing that you're fearful of succeeding and you're fearful of failure leaves you feeling very vulnerable. And again, building an online business is public. Everyone can see it. Everyone can see what you're doing, see what you're saying, see what you're posting, how you're posting it, how you're presenting yourself. Everyone can see it. So if you I put last year, that March of this year, I would be making a certain amount of income. And I'm not anywhere near that goal. Not anywhere near that goal. And I gave myself that goal last year in March. Not anywhere near that goal. Does that mean that goal is not achievable? Hell no, it doesn't. It just means I need to work harder if I want to achieve that goal. So the number one reason is fear of failure and fear of succeeding and feeling unworthy. The number two reason is fear of failure. What if I can't? That voice in the back of my head saying I can't succeed. Prove that inner voice wrong. That inner voice in the back of your head that says you can't succeed. You already are successful. You may not have achieved the goals that you set out for yourself, but you're already successful. You're already creating content. You're already online. You're doing it. The third reason why you haven't started yet, and this happens immediately after people purchase their first course. Sometimes before they even purchase their first course to learn online marketing, is you start comparing and you have this overwhelming weight of imposter syndrome from the beginning. So I hope you can see how all three of those tie in quite nicely for a beautiful package, right? One that you're going to not believe in yourself. You're going to not find yourself to be worthy to succeed. You're going to fear failing, and you're already comparing yourself to other people that you're seeing online that have probably been doing this for years. So what a perfect storm of a disaster for failure that is. So what happens? In the beginning, you're maybe watching a few people's video content and you're looking at the numbers, you're looking at the likes, you're looking at the shares, you're looking at the saves, you're looking at their followers. And you're like, holy cow, I can't do that. How would I possibly get that many people to follow me, to put comments on there, to share, to save, all that stuff? How was that even possible? But what you don't know is that person's backstory. How long have they been doing this? How are they doing it now? Do they have a team that helps them? Do they have content writers? How many years did they create and not get anywhere so that now they have fine-tuned what it takes to be successful? You don't know that backstory. You don't see that backstory in their videos. So you start comparing. You start feeling like an imposter. Oh God, there's no way I would ever get 700,000 people to follow me. There's no way I'd ever get 1,000,000 views. There's no way this, no way that. So you're already talking yourself out of success based on someone's 10 years of experience. Now, let's put that into you and someone you know joined at the same time. And this person has already made this much money. And you've made this much money, this much. So now you're sitting thinking, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it? Why am I not doing it? Why haven't I seen that success? Yep, that's it. She's younger than me. She's prettier than me. He's better looking than me. His muscles are bigger than mine. His voice is better. Her voice is better. Oh, look at her eyes. So now you start comparing. And that puts you in the seat of feeling unworthy, puts you in the seat of comparitis, puts you in the seat of imposter syndrome, puts you in the seat of closing the doors to your online business and off to the cubicle world you go. That is the number one reason why you haven't gotten started. Number one reason. There may be other factors for sure. And those reasons, as well as I want everybody to break free from what they're doing that they no longer want to do. I want as many people to experience some of these advantages that I talked about for starting an online business. Lifestyle independence. Lifestyle independence. I want as many people that I possibly can work with to achieve lifestyle independence. How beautiful does that sound? Lifestyle independence. Now, does it mean that you're never going to have to work again? No, that's not what it means. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work at your business. But lifestyle independence. Can I tell you that my daughter just turned 18 in February? I have had lifestyle independence her whole entire life because I was fortunate enough to find my passion from as young of an age as I could possibly remember. And I had whatever it takes in a person to be an entrepreneur to start my own business in 2006 so that my lifestyle independence was mine. Yes, I've had other jobs. Yes, I've been employees other places. But anytime I chose to be an employee or contract with another company, it was of my choice because it fit my lifestyle independence. Now, I don't say that to be cocky. I don't say that certainly to ever make anybody feel bad or anything like that. I say that from a seat of gratitude and being so grateful that I have been able to have lifestyle independence. 3 reasons why. So I will leave you with this tonight. I was listening to one of my favorite women, not my favorite. My favorite is Oprah Winfrey, always will be, always has been. My favorite, second favorite, famous, she's known throughout the world. My second favorite female, I'll say famous person, is Mel Robbins. So I was listening to her podcast this morning for half hour as I was drinking my coffee. And then I was reading one of her emails. I subscribed to her emails. And at the very bottom, which I thought was perfect timing, at the very bottom of her email was this. Before, and I completely 100% align with everything I've heard Mel Robbins say. Love her. This was at the bottom of her email that I read today after listening to her podcast. Before you waste another year of your life, get serious about healing your past. Mel Robbins. Now, we all want to move forward. We all want to be forward thinking. We all want our past not to predict our future. None of us want to carry that baggage with us. But guess what? If you don't heal from it, you're carrying that shit around. And it's stinky. So the goal of my 10-day challenge is to do exactly that, what Mel Robbins just said, along with giving you my spin on the online tools to achieve success. So we're going to define your way because I've done it my way. I've done it my way. I've used the training from my coaches. I've used the feedback from my coaches, but I've done it my way. I've done it in my voice. I've done it building my personal brand, which is what they teach. They teach you how to build a personal brand. So I've done it my way. Have I used their framework? Of course I have. Have I used their feedback? Of course I have. Have I used their edits? Of course I have. Have I used their encouragement? Of course I have. But I've done it my way because I've built the Colleen Ducharme personal brand. My goal is to work with as many people as possible so that they can achieve lifestyle freedom. So there you have it, folks. Lifestyle freedom is the goal. When you sign up to have one of the biggest cheerleaders that you're going to have, we're going to dive deep into your mindset. Sorry, but we are. And we're going to arm you with all the tools possible to be successful so that you can achieve lifestyle. How amazing does that sound? Thank you so much. Hopefully that was helpful. I would love to know if you agree with me, not agree with me, for 3 reasons why you haven't gotten started yet. And I will see you guys all again next week sometime, probably maybe later this week. Not really sure. But have a great night, everyone. Thanks.